Hey everyone, what is up, and welcome back for episode 6 of Last Defense Academy. So last episode was a big one. We're going to try to keep the summary pretty short. If you want a better summary, I would check the end of the last video where I really went over everything. So basically what happened was... I'm trying to figure out how to condense this. Basically, while everyone was asleep, possibly spiked at a barbecue, like spiked food, the fire, or the pantry, was set on fire. And as a result of this, Takumi had to go search for food. And in the process, he gets knocked out and dragged to Second to Last Defense Academy, where we meet several new characters, one of whom looks exactly like Karuo, but is apparently not Karuo, and is instead Nozomi. She sounds like her, has some similar mannerisms, so there's something really weird going on there. We're trying to figure out what it is, but we don't really get the chance because we have to defend the school. The defense ultimately fails, and the school is destroyed by an explosion. But it was revealed that the school was just a decoy for the real Last Defense Academy, and that all of the Second to Last Defense Academy students were eventually intended to go there anyways. So everyone kind of, they get on the bus, they go to Last Defense Academy, where they help with a fight that is happening there, right as they're arriving. And that was basically what happened. It kind of ended before they fully got integrated. That's what's going to happen today. So a lot of stuff happened last episode. Like I said, that was a really quick summary, given how big last episode was in terms of like literal video length. But the most important part was absolutely the appearance of the Second to Last Defense Academy kids. And like I said, it's going to be really interesting to see how they kind of integrate here, where the plot goes forward now. Because it seems like they might have some more information than we do. Are we going to get some information from them that'll kind of drive the plot? What's going to happen with the not Karuo situation? Are we going to actually get a leader now? Are we going to prevent sabotage from happening yet again? Right, since it just keeps happening, right? While we're here? Are we going to prevent it this time? Who knows? Lots of ways this could go. I'm really excited to see where we go. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. I'm not using the Discord overlay. Alright, starting on day 30. We got some new facilities to explore. I don't remember what they are, but... Oh, right. I forgot I was hanging out here. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. New school facilities, huh? Well, I can wait. First I have to meet up with everyone in the cafeteria. Yeah, alright. That was everything I skipped over yesterday. Today we got the metal shop and the bio lab. That's going to be interesting. But let's check out the cafeteria. No one is hanging around anywhere. We got the full squad here, right? Is that everyone? That does not seem like everyone. No, it's definitely not. Nozomi's not there. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it's these two, right? Let's talk to them. All right, Nozomi. Oh, good morning, Takumi. Yeah, morning. I still can't make myself believe Nozomi and Karuo are different people. They're just too alike. I have to go. I'll see you later. Kind of awkward around us. If she were Karuo, I can't imagine why she'd act so cold toward me. Maybe the fact that I get so awkward around Nozomi is why she's putting distance between us. I can't help it, though. Being around her is so confusing. Yeah, I mean, I don't really blame him, but also, if I were Nozomi, that would kind of be a bit off-putting, in all fairness. What's Kyoshika got for us? The carriage that conveyed us here is now stationed in the parking lot on the first floor. The carriage. It's a wonder the horses pulling it were able to go so fast, and all without ever being seen. We should bring them some hay and water later. Does she seriously not know how a bus works? That does sound like Kyoshika. Very naive, or not naive, ignorant character. Just a lot of things she does not understand. Alright, it looks like everyone's here. Still feels weird having so many people around all of a sudden. Then let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd a little. Whoa, don't be so casual about it. Taking life is a serious matter. If you're going to kill someone, you gotta take your time with it. Really make it mean something for the both of you, you know? Was that supposed to be inspiring? There being more of us could be a good thing, though. The more allies we have, the better we can defend the school. Allies, huh? Anyway, I took a quick look around the school already. It's basically identical to ours, just like Nigo said. Apart from that huge ball of fire outside, of course. So those are the infamous undying flames. The sight of them fair sets my teeth on edge. You told us a little bit about them on the bus on the way here, but maybe we could get a proper explanation now? What exactly are those flames, Takumi? Bro, we don't know. You guys literally know more than us. Like, seriously, you do. Right? Even about stuff at our school, probably. Right? We don't know, like, anything. Just like that, we've got 4 more people we have to live with. And they're all total weirdos, too. I mean, I don't know that I'd call Nozomi a weirdo. She's, like, just incredibly normal. Like, to the point of being kind of bland, actually. I'm glad you're back, Takumi. We still haven't solved the mystery of what happened to Hiriko. Oh, I'm sorry. I must be such an eyesore. I'll go stand in the corner and try to attract as little attention as possible. We certainly have gathered a motley crew of allies, haven't we? It's like one of those yokai picture scrolls in here. My dear brother always tells me not to talk to strangers, and these people are pretty strange, but still. This is way too many characters to keep track of. Let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd a little. Those guys from the other academy are kind of weird. Making friends with them might be asking a little too much. Yeah, they are a little weird. All this time, there's a whole nother school just like ours. You really never know what's gonna happen around here. Yeah, that is true. Those undying flames send a chill down my spine. Could they be some art brought about by demonic blood magic? Probably not. You should go ahead and answer Nozomi's question. We're all dying to learn more about those flames. We don't have... Dude, I don't really think we have answers that are going to satisfy them. I have nothing to say to you, peasant. Tell Nozomi what she wants to know. All we can tell you about the flames is what Siri told us when we first got here.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
Never?
Oh my god, look at how pressed Ima is back there. Holy. Bro is mad.
That's what I said. They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flames.
Well, they can be extinguished, but temporarily. Fire that never goes out? It sounds like something out of a fairy tale. I'd never have believed it if I hadn't seen him with my own eyes. Heck, I'm still having trouble getting my brain to accept it. Perhaps just an advanced form of ninjutsu? Which chakra elements does one combine for such a transformation? That's a good question. Maybe it's a weird, earth-style, fire-style thing, Infinite fuel. From earth-style. That's my best guess. If we were to actually go on that line of thinking. The flames are there to help keep the invaders away from Last Defense Academy, right? If that's true, they must be part of the defense system. They're probably being generated somewhere on school grounds. Yeah, maybe. To tell you the truth, we don't really understand how it works either. You got them burning outside your defense room, too. That's got to be to protect whatever's in there, right? We think so. I tried dousing those ones with a fire extinguisher before, but they sprang up again pretty much right away. It's going to take a lot more than that to get inside. This really brings home how many questions are still unanswered. Siri said he'd explain everything, but then he disappeared. And you couldn't convince him to tell you sooner? You truly are useless. It was like day 5. Sorry. Hey, that wasn't our fault. Your defenses are a lot beefier than ours. I guess that settles it. This school's the real deal, all right. Yes, it's just like Nigo said.
Second to last Defense Academy is... well, it's a decoy. Intended to distract the enemy and make them waste their time and resources. There's nothing important here. Humanity's future depends not on the contents of our defense room, but on what's inside the one at the true Last Defense Academy?
Verily, 'twas a shock to learn we'd been risking our lives to protect a mere decoy. A shock? It was downright infuriating. The B team is no place for someone of my social standing. It's not as if the work we did there wasn't important. The invaders took the bait and sent troops to the decoy, after all. All those attacks we fought off stopped them from focusing their entire fighting force on this school. I still say Nigo could have told us that from the beginning. A lot of the information relating to this war is classified. Maybe he didn't have permission. Even Nigo couldn't defy orders from above. He told us that much himself. Orders from above? Siri mentioned higher-ups, too. Who's really controlling this war? But now the Decoy Academy's gone. That means the attacks on this one are gonna get a whole lot worse, right? Pretty much. They don't gotta decide who to send where anymore. We're all there is. There's still, like, 70 days to go? Aw, man, what rotten luck. I don't know if I can hold out for that long. What's the worst that could happen? Dying? If it's gonna happen anyway, maybe we should get started now. You know, get busy living or get busy dying. You're all so adorable, the way you freak out over every little thing. The enemy attacks may get worse, but there's more of us too. If we can learn to fight as a team, then... Why fight at all? Why don't we just run? Huh? If we use that school bus you came in on, we can cover a lot more ground than on foot. We might even be able to drive all the way back to the complex. You're babbling, sir. A warrior does not desert their post while the enemy still draws breath, and nor does a woman. Even supposing the bus could cover that kind of distance, none of us know how to get to the Tokyo residential complex from here. And besides, the future of humanity is at stake here. If we don't defeat the invaders, the whole world is done for. Don't tell me you actually believe all that future of humanity stuff. There's a good chance it's just a story made up to motivate us, you know? Naturally, we considered that possibility. It was one of the first things we discussed. In the end, we decided if there were even a chance of it being true, we had no choice but to steel our resolve and do our part for these 100 days. The Zomi was very persuasive. The way she got us fired up, we couldn't help but get on board with it. I didn't really do anything special. But how can you be so sure? Do you have any grounds or evidence to prove it's true? You got any grounds or evidence for thinking it's not? I guess not. If Siri had been able to tell you more about what's going on, you'd be sure of it too. I think that's the main difference between our two groups and why our attitudes are so different. Once Nigo told us about world death, we knew we couldn't just stand by and let it happen. World death. Yeah, alright. Yes, indeed. Humanity's future prospects without this particular asset would be grim, to say the least. It is, after all, the key to overcoming world death and ensuring a chance for future generations to thrive. Alright, so what is world death? Wait. World death? What's that? A new prominent term to deal with. This is going to overload my excess-sized brain. It's all starting to make sense now. You never even got that far, huh? It's no wonder you're still going back and forth on whether it's all true then. You'd best prepare yourselves for a shock. What do you mean? According to the information Nigo shared with us, world death was the catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing that started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. Decimated the population? It's that bad? Enough of the dramatic buildup. Just tell us what this world death thing is. Quiet, P-Brain. The adults are talking. If we tell you, we don't want any of that, hey, is that really true? What if it's all made up stuff? You think you can hold on to that single thought without blowing a fuse? Come on, make with the explanations already. That's no way to talk to someone who's about to impact important wisdom. Didn't anyone ever teach you any manners, you inbred little street urchin? What, and your manners are any better, you foul-mouthed rich girl? Shut up. Honestly, having to listen to your complaints is making my skin crawl. Spend too much time talking and you won't be ready when the enemy attacks. And if you don't fight the enemy when they attack, you die. Is that so hard to understand? So why do you insist on picking apart everything we say? I've stepped in things that would have made better soldiers than you. She's right. Even ABC gum still has some flavor. It's more resilient than me too. Can you really blame us for asking questions after getting dragged into this crazy war out of nowhere? That's where you're wrong. We weren't dragged into this. We were chosen as mankind's last hope. Mankind's last hope? Yes, we were chosen to represent humanity in this war. to shoulder the hopes and futures of everyone back home. We're the only ones that can stop our entire species from being wiped out. We don't have a choice in this. We have to fight. And you believe that too? Are you sure you haven't just been brainwashed to think it's true? Again, you make a joke of our resolve? You won't be laughing when my blade has its way with you. Oh, please just kill him. Like, for real, just end Ema. What about World Death? You gonna just keep throwing that name around like it means something, or are you gonna actually start explaining things? That's what I'm saying. You know what? I'm not telling you a thing. Go shove it up the tailpipe of a car you can't afford to insure because you're poor. Huh? I can't work with a bunch of impatient, ineffectual, dull-witted morons like you. There's no point in us telling you anymore. Karara, don't be like that. There's no need for us to get involved with these chumps, Nozomi. We can win this war on our own just fine. I can't believe we wasted our food on you peasants. We'd have been better off letting you shrivel up and using you as invader bait. Oh, you act like a big shot, but this is our school, you know. We were here first. I mean, okay, does that really matter in all fairness? I'm not gonna lie, they've had it worse than you guys. In terms of fighting. Yeah, we opened up this place too after you went kaput. After yours went kaput. If it weren't for us, you'd have nowhere to go right now. We could say the same for you. You and the school would have been toast if we hadn't helped out in that battle yesterday. Whoa! Take that respect off of your name. You know who won that battle? Eito. Eito basically soloed the whole thing, right? Okay, that's not true, actually. Karara was... Okay, we literally could not have won without her. Alright, I take it back. Don't get smart with me, pretty boy. I'll murderlize you. Ouch. Don't mangle murder like that. That word deserves to be treated with respect.
It's no surprise these peasants can't speak properly. They don't show the slightest sign that they've taken anything on board. Poverty must have dulled their wits to the point they can't even hold a conversation.
Yeah, a civil war brewing is what's happening.
Well, excuse the heck out of me. I'd rather be poor than an absolutely rotten human being.
Seriously, what's the big idea showing up out of nowhere and acting like you've got the right to boss us around?
You've made it obvious you lack the experience and expertise to defend the school on your own. It's only natural that we step in to superintend.
You know what would help relieve some of this tension? A killing game!
Alright, Daruma, we get it. I'll be honest, it's still starting to get a little old for me.
Oh, if you want to try to escape, be my guest. I'm gonna come after you, though. The thrill of the chase. I wonder how far you'd get if I amputated your legs first.
Normal human beings here.
Watch it, man. I may not hit girls, but I won't hold back against another guy.
Killing game? Anyone? Just one murder. That's all I ask.
That's enough. You all need to calm down. Takumi's right. We won't get anywhere if we don't work together. Wake up and smell the roofies, Nozomi. That Dreadnought class deadbeat's as bad as the rest of them. The moment your back is turned, he'll spike your drink and take you back to his room to have his way with you. What? I'd never do anything like that. I really wouldn't. You know that, right? Please, everyone, we shouldn't be fighting among ourselves. Why can't we be friends? Bro, no way. She's like, low-key. Friends with these guys? Don't make me laugh. Befriending these cosplay convention rejects certainly is asking a lot from normal people like us. Yo, okay, even that was kind of wrong. In a funny way. Cosplay convention rejects. I mean, one of them really does have a tomato on their head, you know? How dare you, sir? I'll not let that insult slide. Choose your fate. Face the judgment of the Holy Jumonji Sword or repent and die by your own hand. I demand satisfaction. Satisfaction my ass. Ema may be a jerk, but he's our jerk. I've had just about all I can stand of your loathsome visages. We're done here. Come on, Nozomi. But yeah, get lost. See if we care. If I never see your dumb face again, it'll be too soon. Alright. Trying to press the issue now will only make things worse. It would be nice if we could talk more tomorrow, though. Oh, that went well. The team from the second campus left with their heads held high. They were barely out the door before the others started venting their feelings. What's with those guys? Are we really gonna have to spend the rest of the 100 days with people like that? I agree. Their attitude is positively sickening. I think it's mostly Karara, to be honest. Like you're one to talk. You brought back some interesting friends with you, Takumi. So this is my fault? I know I've got no right to contribute to the discussion, but what do you think that world death they mentioned is? I'm really curious now. Maybe I should have just shut up and listened, bro. Oh, that's all I'm saying. Don't sweat it. Don't even think about it. It's all mind games. They're just trying to get inside our heads. Damn it, I still feel like I want to hit something. I think I'll go back to my room and cool off. I guess I'll do that too. No killing game then? Maybe next time. Takamaru, Gaku, and Tsubasa left the room. I didn't have the heart to stop them. The tension was already dangerously close to the breaking point. I love how they only mentioned them leaving the room, like, it just like, screw everyone else that left the room. Well, that could have gone better. I never expected everyone to turn on each other like that. Same here. It's not going to be easy getting them to work together. If Sirei or Hiriko were here, they'd know what to do. But it's no use wishing things were different. We need to think of a way to solve this problem in our own way. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need some time alone to think. Eito and I parted ways, and I headed back to my room. Can I get some free time, bro? I want to hit some upgrades and check out the new facilities. After the disaster of a meeting, it's hard to imagine ever reconciling the two groups. There's got to be some way. Maybe we just need more time. Come to think of it, some new rooms were unlocked today, weren't they? I think I'll go take a look at them. I could do something to take my mind off all this. It's the metal shop on the first floor and the biolab on the second, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go check them out. Oh, we got the whole crew in the metal shop, basically. Interesting. He's hanging out with them, though. He's like, whatever. I don't have that big of a problem, apparently. Or maybe they're in there beefing. Who knows? I could see it. The biolab. So this is the biolab. Looks less like a classroom and more like something out of a horror movie. Bro's enjoying this too much. What are you laughing at? I can't help it. I mean, just look at this equipment. It's hot with a capital H. Now that this room's open, we can whip up a whole host of medical supplements whenever we need them. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what kind of supplements are we talking about? Mostly stuff that gives our hemoenema a temporary boost. We can use them to augment our regular physical abilities too. Nigo did say there were facilities like this tucked away in dark corners of the school. It's pretty sweet I finally get to see one. I guess second to last, Defense Academy had a lab like this too, but it never got unlocked for us. Enhancement development has been unlocked. You can access it during free time. That does sound like it would be useful. But is it ethical? We're basically using performance-enhancing drugs, right? Bro, who cares? Aw, you're worried about the morality of a little thing like that? You're such a Boy Scout, Takumi. With everything in this lab, we have the potential to go much, much further. A lot of this stuff was developed as the result of illegal experiments on human subjects. For most people, no amount of knowledge is worth that kind of atrocity. And now that research is all ours. The fiendish, the outlandish, the downright unpleasant, it's all right here at our fingertips. And what could we use it for? For a start, we can probably make some killer modifications to ourselves, just like my family did to me. You mean like the way your arm stretches? You know, it's always been my dream to mod somebody else's body. I'd be gentle, and I'd make sure any changes I made were tasteful. Say, Takumi, you feel like discarding your humanity and becoming something more?
Hey!
No. No thanks, Dio. Absolutely not. Not interested. Let me know if you change your mind. In the meantime, I'll just make do with my fantasies. I mean, just what a normal individual. We can make medical enhancements here. I should try it out next time. Yeah, I'm curious what all I can actually improve there, right? First thoughts are like, I don't know, it being a biolab, I kind of wonder if like the potions and stuff we could upgrade. Like the strategic materials. If like that, and I mean, I could see the metal shop being the same thing. But like for the barricades and stuff. Alright, what's Takamaru got? Man, this room's seriously creepy. Don't think I'll be spending too much time in here. I was kinda hoping Hiriko would turn up in one of the new classrooms, but there's no sign of her here either. What could have happened to her? I know, right? I still don't believe she'd run off and leave us on our own. She ain't like that. Yeah, I mean, I still agree, but I've been thinking a lot about our state of effective immortality here. Raises a lot of interesting questions, you know? For example, purely hypothetically, what if I ripped out your heart? That's a heck of an example to start with. Yeah, no kidding. And let's say you died and were brought back to life. You'd think the Revive-O-Matic would replicate the heart as well. But I'd still have the heart I removed earlier. Does that mean we could churn out a bunch of identical hearts, one after another? By that logic, I guess so. why would we want to, though? Dude, there's always demand for healthy human organs. With technology like this, we could save thousands, maybe even millions of lives. But I'll leave that to the humanitarians of the world. Preserving life isn't really my thing. Figures. I'm more interested in what happens to an organ after it's removed. You ever hear stories of people who've had transplants suddenly developing new interests or memories that match up with their donors? The human body is one heck of an enigma. But does that stuff only happen with transplants? Would those memories also get transferred by, say, eating another person's organs? I should have known. Huh? What effect does consuming human organs have on the human body? Now there's a subject I wouldn't mind looking into. Would eating brains give you access to that person's knowledge or personality traits? Maybe you have random visions that show you their memories. What in the Divinity Original Sin elves are we talking about here? I'd love to try it out sometime, but it's not easy to find willing volunteers. You know how it is. Nothing worth having comes easy. Is Yugamo like this all the time? Doesn't he ever talk about anything normal? No, he does not. The talk kind of reminded me of, I just said this, like Divinity Original Sin, it's elves, where in Divinity Original Sin, if an elf, like, eats somebody else's, like flesh, right, they actually gain, like, they can see some of their memories by doing so. Which is actually still one of the coolest systems I feel like I've seen in a game. And it turned me into a cannibal in my playthrough. I ate everything, because a lot of them had like extra memories, right? That might help, like, be interesting to see, or might actually give you information you wouldn't have had otherwise. It was kind of a crazy mechanic. Alright, Kako, what do you got? You all look so cool out on the battlefield. I wish I could be like that too, but my dear brother won't let me do anything dangerous. Yeah, I mean, I can tell for a while that she wants to join, but Ima is just being extremely controlling. Another room designed to make the battle freaks stronger. There's nothing for the two of us here. Eventually, they're gonna have, like, a real blow-up, but we'll see when it happens. Let's go to the metal shop for the time being. We got the rest of the second-to-last Defense Academy crew here. This isn't quite what I was expecting from a metal shop classroom. More like something you'd find on a military base. There are all kinds of deadly-looking weapons lined up, and the air's thick with the smell of metal shavings and gunpowder. Oh, and she's here too. Yeah. Screw the other people, though, right? We're only worried about Nozomi. I only wish we had a magic circle to contain you, Sir Takumi, and I could easily cut you down the moment you try anything indecent. We're not like that, bro. I don't think she's pretending not to know me. Karwa can never have put on an act this convincing. Is she really not Karwa? Or maybe she's lost her memory. Look out, Nozomi. That perv is waiting for a chance to pounce on you and lap up your saliva. So he's like that yokai Yamachichi that steals its victim's life force by sucking in their breath, except with saliva. The holy Jumonji sword and I will strike him down. I keep telling you, I'd never do anything like that. Darn it. She's more cautious of me than ever now. At this rate, I'll never get to talk to her. What am I supposed to do here? Yeah, Kurara is really creating problems. Like, she's a masterful instigator. The way the air smells in here really puts me at ease. Seriously? You'd like this? With all the metal and gunpowder and everything? I know, it's not exactly the aroma one would associate with a sophisticated lady like myself. But the Osuzukis actually rose to prominence thanks to our involvement with weapons development. Weapons development? Like guns and stuff? In the beginning, our family name was just Suzuki. We were small-time arms engineers and gun runners. We grew the business a little by little from there, expanding our reach until it encompassed all aspects of life in the Tokyo residential complex. That gave us the necessary prestige to evolve from Suzuki to Osuzuki, and the rest is history. Is that how names get changed? Workshops like this are just as integral to my family's identity as the swanky mansions where we live today. This industrial atmosphere is baked right into my DNA. Being here is like returning to my natural habitat. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It seems only fitting that this should be the place where I write a new chapter in our family's illustrious history. I'll create weapons the likes of which the world has never seen and eradicate those pesky invaders once and for all.
Before our might the others flee! Great and powerful Suzuki!
They don't have a chant like that, for real. No. Trap development has been unlocked. You can access it during free time. The invaders will rue the day they cross an Osuzuki. Man, I'm glad she's on our side. She is on our side, right? That's debatable. Maybe you should tell that to those friends of yours, too. Getting on my bad side is not a good idea. If they all commit seppuku 3 times in quick succession, I might forgive them for their insolence. Again, with the ritual suicide demands. I'm still not sure how doing it more than once is supposed to work. I mean, the Revive-O-Matic exists. Like, in theory, it would work, right? Alright, I've visited both the new rooms that were unlocked today. Guess I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. Whew. Between all the arguing and the exploration, today's really taking it out of me. Is there anything I can do to get everyone to see eye to eye, or are their attitudes towards fighting just too different? We're representing all of humanity in this war. They chose us above all others to defend the world from invaders. We're the only ones who can do this, so it's only natural that we give it our all. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. I never thought of this as a responsibility. Fighting was just a means to an end, a way for me to get home. Would I feel differently if I knew about world death? Was I ever going to find out what this war was all about? Alright, someone's here. Someone's at the door. Could it be her? No, it's probably Eito, bro. Be real. Nozomi would be convenient, but I felt a flutter of anticipation. My hands trembling, I pulled open the door to reveal... Bro, who could have seen it coming? It's the #1 door knocker. Bro, always knocking on that door. Swear to you. Good evening, Takumi. Do you have time to talk? Oh, it's you, Eito. Were you expecting somebody else? Sorry to disappoint you. No, it's not like that. What's up? Nothing in particular. I just thought it would be nice to chat a little. I never got a chance to tell you how happy I was to see you again. I was out of my mind with worry the whole time you were gone. Oh, really? I thought maybe you disappeared like Hiriko. We went 5 whole days without any contact from you after all. Sorry, I wasn't exactly in a position to get in touch. What happened to you during that storm? How did you get separated from the group? I'm not really sure. All I remember is that I passed out and woke up with an aching head. By then I was already on my own, somewhere miles away from here. After that, Nigo found me and took me to the other school. Perhaps you got sent flying by the storm? No, that's a little ridiculous, bro. Be for real. It's possible, I guess. I can't think of anything else that would explain it. Well, you're okay now. That's the important thing. But while we're on the subject of the other school, what's going on between you and that Nozomi girl? Huh? When you're around her, you're different. Almost like she's special to you. But you seem troubled as well. What's wrong? I'd like to help if I can. Although, if it's something romantic, bear in mind I don't have any experience in that area. Oh, was that really it? No, not exactly. It's kind of weird, to be honest. You might not believe what I have to say, but will you still hear me out? Of course. Now that I'd been given the go-ahead, it all came spilling out. I told Eito about Karuha, my childhood friend I'd spent practically every day with back home before the war. That was the easy part. Then there was the matter of Nozomi and her uncanny likeness to Karuha. They were so alike that I couldn't accept that they were different people, no matter how much I tried. And as much as Nozomi looked and sounded like Karuha, she had no idea who I was. I told Eito all about this mystery, the theories I'd come up with, and how the whole thing was messing me up. You weren't kidding when you said it was weird. I thought maybe she has amnesia, but she's never mentioned that hitting her head or having gaps in her memory or anything like that. Not that I've been able to talk to her long enough to ask about it. Come on, Eito, say something. Oh, sorry. This whole thing reminds me of a sci-fi novel I read a little while back. What happened in it? The main character ends up in a place that's both familiar and different. A parallel universe. Parallel universes aren't just other worlds, or even the past or the future. They're alternate realities taking place at the same time as our own. Alternate realities. It's a fairly common trope. Depending on the story, a parallel universe can be completely alien or eerily similar to the reality we know. In the book I'm thinking of, the main character travels to another universe. He finds there's another version of himself there, another him living his own, slightly different life. You think that's the connection between Nozomi and Karuha? Like, they're alternate versions of each other. I know it sounds ridiculous, but humor me for a moment. It would explain a lot. It would mean Karuha and Nozomi are the same person, hence all the similarities. But at the same time, they're different. They've lived completely different lives. No, I don't think that's the way this is going. I'll explain in a minute. That would account for Nozomi not knowing you, don't you think? I don't know, Eito. Maybe that's how this stuff works in sci-fi, but I'm having a hard time believing it could happen in real life. I suppose you're right. It's a little unrealistic. But the situation we're in is already pretty far removed from what we used to consider reality. Perhaps my sense of what is or isn't realistic has gotten warped from all the strange things that have happened to us lately. He's right. If you told me a few weeks ago I'd be stabbing myself in the heart to give myself special powers and fight monsters, I wouldn't have believed that either. Sorry for putting forward such a bizarre idea. I haven't been much help, have I? That's not true. It's really helped to get all this off my chest. It's such a weird story. Most people probably wouldn't believe me. I couldn't have told just anyone about this. I'm honored, and I'll gladly hear you out if you want to talk again, no matter how strange it is. You sure have been having some peculiar experiences. First the ghostly invader, now this. Oh, right. I almost forgot about that thing. We still haven't figured out what it is. I haven't seen that invader since I got back. The next time I do, I'm going to make sure he answers for what he's done. Don't take any unnecessary risks. You have no idea how dangerous he might be. I know. I'll be careful. Well then, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I should get going. Good night, Takumi. Sleep well. With that, Eita left, pausing at the door to give me one last gentle smile. Parallel universes, alternate realities. Could any of it be true? It sounds so bizarre, but the more I think about it, the more it starts to make sense. Is that what's going on here? Are Karo and Nozomi alternate versions of the same person? The same, but different. Either way, I won't be able to put this issue to rest until I talk to her about it myself. Alright, so here's what okay, hold on. We're gonna go no, we're gonna stop here. Not like the episode, as in I'm gonna talk real quick. Bro, I thought I had a jacket near me. I don't. Unlucky. Okay, so basically, I don't think Nozomi / Kara are the ones that are different. I think it's Takumi. I think this makes a lot of sense, specifically because of the apparition, right? I already was kind of like, what if this is an alternate Takumi? And I'm like, it kind of makes sense, because so far, we only know of it appearing before Takumi. If you look at it, it kind of resembles Takumi in a way, right? Like, if the hair was just like a little different, right? The eye colors are the same, they're just separated, rather than like both eyes being red and like purplish, bluish, right? There's one red, one blue / purplish. The eyebrows are kind of close, honestly. And I'm like, I could see it being an alternate version of Takumi, right? And if you think that's an alternate version of Takumi, you actually got to wonder, what if the Takumi we know is the one that's the alternate version in a way? Like, what if, like, Takumi got displaced somehow, right? And that's why, like, in the world that alternate, like, the apparition is from, for example, if this is an alternate Takumi, in that world, Nozomi is the Kara, right? But we are not that Takumi, if that makes sense, right? So I'm like wondering if we somehow got displaced, right? It could possibly explain the weird like brain sequence, right? Right at the beginning, it seemed like there was some kind of like kind of transfer to get from point A to B there. I don't know if anyone else remembered, like, I mean, there were like doors, we saw a bunch of memories, right? Clearly like inside Takumi's brain, then suddenly we woke up in the Last Defense Academy. I almost kind of wonder, like, did everyone experience that? Is that indicative of some kind of almost like world line jump? If that makes sense. It's an interesting possibility. I think this is one of those things where if they present us with the idea that like Kara and Nozomi are the same person but like alternate timeline versions, right? For some reason, I almost think it's actually going to be a different direction. And while yes, that is probably technically true, right? Well, possibly technically true. I don't think that's going to be the full explanation for what's going on here, right? They wouldn't just explain it that quickly, if that makes sense. But they keep presenting ideas that I've had theories about, so I can't help but wonder if that means they're going to disprove them all later and be like, you're an idiot, big dummy, right? Big L's, right? Or what, really? Or if that means I'm on the right track, I don't know. Now that I think about it, I almost wonder, now that I think about it, if the, rather than like Well, no, I mean, it could work like that. I was going to say, rather than the TRC being simulations, it could just be alternate realities that they're able to pull from easily. But simulations could effectively work the same way. Either way, I guess the point that they're like, I guess the point stands that I feel like it's actually kind of more of the same idea. One's just a more magic explanation, one's more of a tech explanation, if that makes sense, right? People in a simulation that can go in and out is pretty close to people that can be pulled in and out of an alternate reality. If you ask me, point is, I think the realities themselves are somehow contained within the defense room. I don't know, like, things are kind of starting to come together in a way that sort of makes sense to me. I'm excited to see how we get more information. I mean, we're not even a third of the way, like, through the game by day count, right? So there's still going to be so much more to see. I'm excited to see if I'm on the right track at all, or if I'm, like, pitifully wrong, you know? Even after venting to Ato, the frustration I was feeling still wouldn't go away. I turned in for the day and gradually fell into a light, fitful sleep. On to day 31. Alright. Are we gonna beef again today?
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 31st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
It's been a month now.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
It's morning. Guess I'll go to the cafeteria as usual. I just hope everyone's a little less prickly today. I think that's everyone. Yeah, that's everyone. No one unaccounted for. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, it's just us today? Yeah, no sign of the second campus guys anywhere. Just so you know, none of us picked a fight with them or told them not to come here. They're just plain old no-shows. Fine by me. Who wants to deal with those jerks first thing in the morning? Everyone's turned so hostile lately. I'm loving it. We can't go on like this forever. We're gonna have to talk things out with them eventually. You saw how things went down yesterday, Mr. Outsky. Does it really seem like they'll listen to our side of things? That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I mean, yeah. Our conversation was interrupted by the sound of the door opening as someone new came into the room. Oh, hello. Oh, good morning. It's you, huh? What are you doing here?
Hi!
Gaku, be nice. She can use the cafeteria if she wants. Oh, did you come to betray your friends and join our side? One of us. One of us. Is that it? Sorry to disappoint you, but no. There's something I want to discuss with you. Hopefully it's world death. I wish there was something I could do to smooth things over, but I'd probably only mess up and make everything worse. I'm not buying this goody-goody act. She's just as bad as the rest of them. Do we even need to reconcile with those ragtag misfits? Why did I think that said raging? There's nothing wrong with our two teams acting separately. I would like to make friends with the others, but there's really nothing I can do. What's Nozomi doing here? What does she want to talk about? What's the deal with those second campus guys? I guess we better hear what she has to say. I wonder what Nozomi wants. I hope she's not here to try to patch things up with us. I'm enjoying this tense atmosphere way too much. I gotta say, it's like, generally speaking, kind of such a waste of time to talk to everyone every time they do this exact scenario where someone clearly wants to talk to us, right? But I just have to. I can't not, you know? What did you want to talk about, Nozomi? Are you finally going to tell us about the whole story about that world death thing? Sorry, I'd like to, but Karara and the others are dead set against it. I know they can be difficult sometimes, but they're still my friends. I can't just go against their decision behind their backs. What do you want, then? I was thinking, it might be a good idea to set different times for us to use the cafeteria, at least for a while. If our two groups stay separate, we can reduce the chances of things escalating like they did yesterday. This is the exact opposite of what needs to be happening. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess there's something in that. It shouldn't be too hard to organize. Our group has a training routine we go through every morning. We're gonna keep that up here, so we won't need the cafeteria until later. Wow, you train this early? That's the kind of dedication I can only dream of. It's all for the good of humanity. We can't afford to lose this war. You sound like a walking recruitment poster. That's a lot of big talk from someone who can't even use Hemoanima. Ooh, that's a low blow. Gaku! There's always bound to be some friction when two groups with competing values come together. It's like when two video game companies merge. Sooner or later, one of their flagship series always ends up getting buried. I really don't see why there has to be competing values here. It's just the fact that we, like, still have the faction of people who doesn't want to fight. I mean, basically, I feel like Ima basically soloed, like, pissing them off, right? Like, if I'm being honest, right? Like, Ima really pissed off the second to last Defense Academy crew, right? And kind of caused the tensions, right? If you ask me. I'm not just saying that because I dislike Ima, but, like, seriously, like, he would not stop, right? I'm not saying he was the only one, but I feel like he was arguably the primary one, right? And it's like, I don't know, he doesn't even really represent, like, us, right? I don't know. He annoys me. I feel sorry for the fans. At any rate, I think it's best if we keep our distance until we've all calmed down a little. That's all I wanted to say. I'll be going now. But wait a minute. While you're here, I wanted to ask you... Sorry, the others are waiting for me. Nozomi brushed off my questions and left without even sparing a passing glance at me. That was fun, huh? It's like the management sent a liaison officer to tell us to get our butts in gear and start up the killing game. That chick really hates your guts, huh, Takumi? So she turned you down. So what? She may be cute and everything, but who wants to go out with someone who's always talking about saving humanity and stuff? Guys, don't be so insensitive. Takumi needs to be alone with his pain. Bro. I'm not sure that's the best approach either. Don't worry. You get used to being hated pretty quick. That's something I learned early on in my life from my parents.
Hey!
Bro just cannot. They just cannot with them. The breakfast that day was as tasteless as the atmosphere. Nozomi's doing all she can to avoid me. I'll never be able to talk to her at this rate. I shouldn't let this get me down, not when there's so much else going on.
Huh?
Alright, what should I do today? I've got plenty of free time to fill up. Alright, finally. Holy. Battle shops and biolabs have been enhanced. You can now develop traps and enhancements. This will help give you an advantage in battle, so spend your free time wisely in developing these tools. Extinguisher level has increased. Oh. Firefighting level has increased. You can now go to new areas when you explore. The materials you can obtain while exploring are unique to each area. For more details, check the manual by the entrance hall. Oh. That's interesting. So we can go to just a completely new zone with new materials. Alright, let's check out the metal shop. Like, what can we actually do here? I wonder what world death is. I mean, yeah, that's a great question. Okay, yeah, so it's basically exactly what I expected. It's just, there also happens to be more, actually. Okay. So we gotta get, what is that, social studies? We gotta learn some of that if we want to work on trap making. Check out the biolab. Is that potion upgrade, is my guess? Kato. How can we break the ice with the people from the other school? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that's exactly what I figured. Max use is increasing. Okay, I mean, that is really good, though. This requires sciences. And what are the other ones? Desperation potion. Oh, okay. I like that one. That is pretty sweet. And power panacea. Fully recovers HP, heals status effects, heals fatigue. Wow, that's really good. Oh, wow, that requires a lot of science. So we need to work on science and social studies a bit, it seems. But before we do that, I want to go to the... yeah, the garage works. Oh boy, I get to talk to Ima. Those guys from the Second Academy have a warped sense of reality. They'd better not get too close to my dear sister. Oh, shut up. Alright, let's check out some of their other moves. That's something I'm definitely interested in. And I could go ahead and grab Executioner. It's not that expensive a grab. Inflicts bleed, single target, starting at 4 attack. I mean, that's pretty good. I will say, the fact that it debuffs is not particularly appealing, to be completely honest, because I don't really need the debuffs. Let's just scroll through some of the new ones, see what all they get. Bolstering Bullet fires a bullet that buffs all allies in range, adds +1 attack and +5 move. Okay, so Nozomi and Tsubasa seem pretty like they kind of do the same thing in a lot of ways, you know. Craft Support Tower buffs allies at the start of the turn. Adds +2 to allies or +2 armor to allies in range. That does not seem that interesting. But we can't make it anyways. We need social studies. Shinsenpu Yaiba. Wow, what a name. Mows down enemies in range, pushes targets back 1 space. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Oh, we've also got this. Oh, whoa. Is that the... No, she just has a move that stuns her. What in the world? I mean, that is big damage, though. That is big damage. She basically has an ult all the time. We're just going to go ahead and develop that. User extends arm to strike an enemy in front, inflicts bleed on target. Okay, I mean, that's pretty solid. Fatal Contagion debuffs enemies in front within a large area, -2 attack and -3 move. Inflicted. Wow, that seems pretty nice, actually. I mean, we probably should just go ahead and grab Takumi's other moves. Yeah, let's just go ahead and grab his other moves as one-offs. I don't think that's gonna, like, really be a bad thing to do. Deal damage to an enemy in front and decrease their move. It's not bad. Really, if anything, I want this one, right? Like, Inflicting Rage, because I assume that's, like, Taunt. Whoa! That is a huge AoE. Oh my. 0 attack, though. I know it's a debuff move, but goodness. Couldn't even get 1. Yeah, I mean, let me just go ahead and snag this. Okay, that's the buff move. I mean, I'm just gonna try to grab, like, the first level for, like, a decent amount of the moves that I can, right? And we can kind of upgrade whichever ones we personally find to be really useful. I am gonna go ahead and upgrade Juri, though. Giving that some extra voltage gain is just really good. And what if I just upgraded it again? I don't know, like, what level 4 and 5 upgrades provide. I kind of want to know. More voltage gain. We need another math rank, which we are not going to have for a while. So we're going to definitely stop there. Yeah, that's pretty nice. We need science, though. Yeah, so we definitely need to work on science and social studies. Who provides those things? I don't even really know. Because I know where we get math, but I don't really know where we get social studies or science right now. And we need both of those. That's science. Literature, that's social studies from Gaku. He's a bit of both. I mean, maybe we try to get a gift for Tsubasa, maybe? Like, we might be able to guess what kind of gift Tsubasa would like. Gaku would be fine too, though. She prefers tools, and Gaku likes items. I mean, a toolkit just seems like a home run, right? Like, for Tsubasa. Just go ahead and give that to Tsubasa. I don't remember how many points this gives, but...
Wow! You have no idea how happy you just made me!
20. Yeah, gifts are definitely the most efficient way, but you can only give each person a specific gift one time. So... like, we can try that again, for example, with Tsubasa, but, I mean, we can easily, like, flub the gift. Like, I don't know, does she want any of these things? I don't really know. Like, maybe? Maybe she want... I could see it. The towels. We'll try the towels? I'm a little worried that this is going to be an L, but... I mean, like, the talk about hot metal, wiping oils as well, I'm like, that kind of makes sense. Like, I could see it.
Is this for me?
Yeah, alright, banger. Let us cook. Ooh! Ooh! Wow, that is so much more efficient than everything else. Holy! To rank 2 in a day?
Howdy,
Wow.
soldiers. It's time to
Okay.
hit the hay.
My bad. I need to be doing that more.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
The problem is, you gotta get it right. If you get it wrong, you look like a buffoon. The day's almost over. I'm not all that tired, but there's nothing else I really want to do today. I guess I'll rest up so I can be nice and fresh tomorrow. I got changed and went to bed, praying there wouldn't be an attack during the night. Looks like his prayers were answered.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 32nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
You know, maybe I will. Maybe I will protect the school from the vile and barbaric enemy. Morning already. I should go to the cafeteria. Although I doubt she'll be there today. Definitely not. They're all in the gym, but it looks like I'm not allowed to access the gym. Is she guarding the gym? Is that what she's doing? Confound it all. Is this Lady Kirara's doing? Her mischief truly knows no bounds. Hey Kyoshiko, what's the matter? Somebody absconded with the holy Jumonji sword while I was in the bathroom. I let this slide the last time Lady Kirara pulled this trick, but this time I'm really gonna make my displeasure known. Wouldn't it be easier to just take your sword into the bathroom with you?
Oh,
Take her with me? Surely you jest, Sir Takumi. Such a thing would be the height of impropriety. Besides, I'd be far too embarrassed to think she was watching me do my business. Oh, I see. I think. Oh, but I'm not supposed to be talking to you. Excuse me, I must be going. They're not even supposed to talk to us, bro. Ouch. Just as I thought, it's just the original team from this school here today. Nozomi did say she'd try to keep the two groups separate. It only figures that she's not here.
Ugh.
So, not like I care or anything, but do those guys really train every morning? It's not like I care either, but yeah, I heard them going at it when I passed the gym earlier. I actually don't care. I'm not even being coy about it. That's some impressive work ethic, though. You guys are talking an awful lot about something you claim not to care about. Seeing other people working hard really makes you feel like garbage, huh? Or is that just me? Whatever, man. Training only gets you so far. In a real fight, it all comes down to guts. Bro looks deceased. Shoma, are you alright? Shoma? Huh? Oh yes, I'm sorry. It's nothing. I didn't mean to space out like that. My head just kind of went blank for a moment. Maybe I've contracted a disease that makes my brain melt from lack of use. Either way, it's nothing serious. That sounds incredibly serious. It's melting again. Quick, someone cut off his head. The Revive-O-Matic will fix it when it puts him back together. Probably. Maybe. 50-50 chance. You can't solve all your problems with beheadings. But Mr. McGinzaki barely contributes anything useful even when his brain's solid. I think we're safe to just keep ignoring him. Dude, that's so harsh. I can't say I 100% disagree, but still. It's true Shoma's always been on the quiet side, but this goes way beyond that. Yeah, what's going on? None of us are really sure what to do about Shoma. We ate fast and left him to work it out on his own. Once breakfast was over, we all went back to our rooms for a while. What now? We're still no closer to patching things up with the team from the other school. We can't let things continue as they are. But how can I get two such different groups of people to get along? I guess I'll just have to try whatever I can, my own way. Alright, back to the Gift-O-Matic, I guess. This time we're going for Gaku. Unless is there anyone else with social studies ranks? I don't know. Like, can we see what people provide? Doesn't really look like it. I miss you, Hiriko. One day you'll return. And when you do, you probably won't be so horrifically overpowered. But that's okay. Alright, let's try category items. Maybe Gaku would like the simple toys? Definitely not that. Don't really... None of these really seem to fit Gaku to me. Like, maybe I just don't know him, but like... I don't know. These don't really make sense to me. Yeah, he'd like the gold bar, I can tell you that. No doubt about that. Yeah, none of these really seem to fit to me, so I'm just going to not. I have no clue who would like what kind of food. Wasn't Gaku, like, super pressed about Gyudon? Am I crazy? I'm actually gonna try giving Gaku the Gyudon. I might have just completely wasted this free time, to be completely honest. Oh, we can see who else does social studies. Kako, okay. She likes food. But she actually wants tools. Okay. Well, who wants food? Here we go, that's no good. I can't even gift to them. It's like, Shoma, I guess? I mean... I feel like I should not have made this. I definitely just, like, wasted a free day. Or I'll try giving it to Gaku. I don't think it's right.
Hey, you're actually pretty thoughtful, aren't you? Keep those gifts coming!
That's not bad. I don't think that was like perfect rank, but it seems like it was a solid choice at least. But I probably should not go for that one again. Because like we can look at the life gifts. Yeah, like it didn't show up there. I guess that just means it wasn't like an L gift. It just was not a very good one, or like it was not a perfect one. We can maybe try to go through tools. See if there's anything in there that I think Kako might like. We don't really know enough about her to actually say. Is she someone who would care about fashion, right? Like... folding chair would be a choice for sure. I don't know that I have enough of a read on her character right now to actually try. Oh wow, Noose is certainly a choice. Like, given that she grew up really poor, I'm not immediately like, wow, I think she would love, like, cosmetic items. You know? Like, I don't know. Like, I could maybe see her enjoying festivals, to be honest. I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to just look up gifts. I don't think I'd feel bad about looking up a gift guide. I'm gonna just go to the library for now. Check out the library. Read a book and study. Time will pass. Yeah, let's just read the social studies book. But it was so much less, right? Like, the perfect gift was 20. And this was like 5 and then 15 over the course of 2. Like, that's just so bad, comparatively. I'm just gonna YOLO the festival thing towards Kako. I have no clue if this is correct. At some point I might just look up a gift guide, like I said, if I'm being honest, but... Let's see.
For me? Sure, I'll take it.
Does not sound like she particularly cares for it. Okay, I don't know. That was my best guess out of tools.
Heady, soldiers.
Unless she's like
it's time to hit the
really
hay.
in love with cosmetic items.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Another day gone. They've been going faster lately. Not that I'm complaining. I want to get to day 100 and get out of here as soon as I can. And when I get home, I'll be able to clear up the Karwa Nozomi thing once and for all, right? Anyway, I'm going to bed. So ended my 32nd day at Last Defense Academy. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if I couldn't really figure out what to do with... Oh, hold on.
Hey, Tacky,
What's up?
did you get any chocolate today?
Huh? Chocolate?
You know, it is Valentine's Day after all.
Oh, that's today? It totally slipped my mind. Anyway, I don't think I got any. How about you? Did you give anyone some?
No, of course not. It's against the rules to bring your own snacks to school.
Then why'd you ask?
Sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking.
Least obvious crush. It's not such a rare thing for boys and girls to be friends when they're little, but as they get older, they tend to start noticing the differences between each other more and more and end up drifting apart. That's not how it was with me and Kara. We remained close all through elementary school and junior high. Of course, that doesn't mean our relationship didn't change a little. I used to think of her as just as one of the family, but after puberty hit, yeah, I was aware of the differences between us, alright. Even then, there was one thing that didn't change. Kara and I were always together.
So, I tried making Valentine's chocolate myself this year. I worked up my courage and handed it over before I went to school.
Huh?
She accepted it, but I don't know if she'll actually try any. She left the box on the kitchen table when she left for work, too.
Oh, it was for your mom. Eh, that's pretty cool though. Going through all the trouble of making it from scratch to show her how much you care?
And it sounds like she did not care. The mom, that is.
Well, technically, it wasn't just for her.
Here, have some. Yep.
Here.
Who could have seen this coming?
For me.
We might not be allowed to do it at school, but we're on our way home now, so...
Thanks.
I worked hard on it, you know? You'd better take the time to really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. I have to get you something nice in return.
No, that's okay. If you want to give me something, promise me you'll show me the stars someday. Preferably through an astronomical telescope.
Alright.
An astro what?
It's an instrument you use to see things that are far
Are we about to
away.
get some kind of
I
telescope
read about
showing
it in
up?
one of those old books in the library. I'd love to
Like
use one to
Nozomi
look
using
up
one?
at the night sky
Or
one
talk
day.
about one?
That'd be so cool.
I'm gonna walk outside.
Stars? Here, in the complex? You know that's impossible.
I can dream, can I? Honestly, Tacky, you've got no imagination.
Yeah, you tell him, Karawa.
Shut up.
Let him know. Let him know. He has no kinds of imagination. I bet like tomorrow night or something, you see a telescope. Or he's gonna get this grand plan and be like, wait a second. I give her a telescope.
Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 33rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
It's no surprise I dream about Karo again, the way she's been on my mind so much lately. Really brings home how alike she and Nozomi are, though. No, alike isn't the word for it. They're exactly the same. That parallel universe theory is starting to look more and more attractive. But if Nozomi's an alternate version of Karo, what's she doing here? Is it just a coincidence that I happen to know the other her? Thinking about this isn't going to get me anywhere. I should head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. She's this way? Bruh. Morning, Takumi. Looks like we made it through another day without an attack, huh? Still, not knowing when the enemy will attack next is pretty stressful in its own way. Sometimes I feel so nervous I could just... Yeah, classic. Try not to overthink it. Whenever the next attack comes, we'll deal with it, just like we always have. I hope so. Yeah, me too. And hopefully it does not involve vomit. Oh, they're there. Oh, Lord. Okay. Hello, everyone. Huh? Whoa, what are they doing here? Pop those eyes back in your head, peasant. You look like a middle-aged hotel manager who's just been caught peeping on his guests. Sir Takumi, surely you'd never do such a thing. That creaking in the walls last night, was that you? I know not what you think you saw, but I assure you you're mistaken. I was simply messing around with my sword and, well, perhaps I got carried away. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Ooh, I'm actually curious now. For the record, we're not here to patch things up with you guys. We're just answering the call. What does that mean? I asked them to come. There's something I want you to hear, all of you. What's so important that we all need to be here? Shoma was acting strangely yesterday. He tried to brush it off, but I pressed him on it. And he finally told me what was bothering him. Shoma had another dream. One that unearthed a repressed memory. Yeah, I figured. Another one? Alright. Yoshiko, what do you have to say about yourself? I don't know what you think you saw last night, but you're mistaken. I was simply messing around with my sword and, well, perhaps I got carried away. She's definitely my favorite of the new bunch. I kind of like her a lot so far. You, though, not really. What's all this stuff about dreams and memories? Does Shoma have some kind of special ability you didn't tell us about? We're here because of that shrimpy little pill bug, right? What's he want? What's all this about? Shoma unlocked a repressed memory? What's the deal with getting us all together for this? Didn't we decide it was just a regular dream last time? That was Emo who decided that, bro. Shoma's been acting weird lately. Maybe now he's gonna explain why? Another dream memory. What was the first one again? I forgot about it already. Is Shoma alright? A dream unlocking a repressed memory. I thought we resolved this issue already. Shoma had another dream, one that unlocked a repressed memory. What's up with Shoma this time? Is it true, Shoma? Did you remember something? Well, I thought we agreed Mr. Kanzaki's dreams were nothing to worry about. He even said so himself. Well, you shut up, bro. Well, it was easy enough to dismiss the first time as a fluke, but now it's happened again. Shoma has more to say. He wants everyone to hear it so we're all on equal ground and won't fight about it later. That's his excuse for wasting our time. I'm sorry, but I don't want it to feel like I'm keeping this from anyone. Keeping secrets always leads to conflict sooner or later. And I hate conflict more than I hate eating 3 square meals a day. Yeah, I can tell. Isn't 3 square meals a day meant to be a good thing, though? So was your dream from before actually not a dream? It really did happen? Usually when you wake up from a dream, you can tell right away that it was a dream. Memories aren't like that. I mean, both are images in our minds, but there's a clear difference between the two. I'm sure you can all tell the difference between dreams and memories, and I can too. That's why I can say with certainty that this was a memory. You guys mind filling us in on the lore here? Just shut up and listen. We don't get it either. What have you remembered so far, Shoma? Maybe we should go over that again. Last time you said you were hooked up to some freaky machine in a weird hospital. What was it called again? Kamukura? Huh? Lady Nozomi, is something the matter? Oh, it's nothing. Yeah, that's 100% her family's hospital, by the way. And those machines are the same as the ones we've got here, right? The ones we can't get working? Yes, I think that covers everything from my last memory. We still haven't figured out what those machines are for, or why they were at both the hospital and here at the school. Did you remember something that could help with that? Yes, I think what I remembered this time might explain a lot of it. What you got for us, bro? This time, I remembered why I was put in those machines at Kamukura General Hospital.
It was some kind of experiment. The hospital was conducting research into something, and I was a research subject.
What is it they were researching?
That part's still a little fuzzy. I don't think I can remember it just yet, but I remember somebody in a white coat looking at me from outside the machine, and they said something. Something about my blood.
Your blood?
Interesting.
I couldn't hear very well because of the glass in the way, but it sounded like they said there was something special about my blood.
Interesting. Potential for hemo-anima? Maybe something like that? Special blood? You think it's got something to do with hemo-anima? But hemo-anima comes from the infusers. Our blood's just the medium it uses to manifest. It shouldn't matter whether someone's blood is special or not. Should it? I mean, that would explain why Nozomi can't use it, if hers isn't. So your blood's different from regular people's, Shoma. Have you got a crazy high midichlorian count or something? Yeah, dude. That's the chosen one right there. That's Anakin Skywalker. It's him. I don't know about that, but it seems like it's different anyway. How can you not know? It's your own body we're talking about. How much do you know about your blood, bro? Like I said, the memory's still a little fuzzy, and I was barely awake at the time anyway. There was one other thing, right, Shoma? Yes, I did remember something else.
The hospital had more than one of those machines. I wasn't the only one who'd been put in one.
Yep.
It was all of you, too.
It's exactly what I expected. Like, genuinely. I'm not tripping, right? No Nozomi? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there has to be one person missing, at least. We don't see who's in that very right pod. Actually, bottom right. So it's possible. But isn't there also the other person they were missing? Alright, let me just... Alright, so go by names. That's... H guy... No, not H. Yamu... Yeah, something. The torture guy. It's top left. Sorry, I cannot remember his name. Poor guy. Then Gaku. Then Ima. Then Takumi. Then Shoma. Then Darumi. Then Tsubasa. That's Kako. That's Takamaru. That is Karara. That is Hiriko, I'm pretty sure. Right? That's Hiriko. That's Eito. That's Sword Girl. And then the last one, I assume, honestly, it's the person that was missing from second to last Defense Academy. Alright, so we definitely got something going here with the whole, like, Kako, not Kako, what in the world, Kako, really? Karawa / Nozomi is absolutely connected to this place, and that... Okay. I don't know. So they're clearly doing something with us, and that's probably why we're here. But let's just move on for now.
What?
You were all in those machines at Kamukura General Hospital, just like me.
We must have all been research subjects for the same experiment. We all have the same special kind of blood.
Dude, what are you talking about? Us and those machines? That includes our group too. Yes, it wasn't clear enough for me to see all the machines, but I'm pretty sure everybody who's here now was also there. Wrong. I mean, okay, can they make it any more obvious? You're crazy, man. First time I saw any of you was when I woke up here in the academy. You're saying we all met before and forgot about it? In my memory, you all had your eyes closed. I think you were unconscious. I was just barely awake, though. Maybe that's why I was able to remember it. But there's no doubt in my mind that all of this is true. We were all put into those machines at the hospital. We were all part of an experiment there, sometime before we came to this school. But I've never heard of Kamukura General Hospital. How could I have checked into it? Same here. I never go to the hospital. I don't have money to spare on medical bills. That's so real, by the way. And my robust health is second only to my dedication to my dear sister. You didn't have to bring me into this. See, it just doesn't add up. We couldn't have been there. Wait, what if it was after the invaders attacked the complex, when our powers first awakened? As soon as I defeated the enemy in my neighborhood, I started to feel dizzy. Before I knew it, I'd blacked out. I'm guessing the same thing happened to all of you. When I came to, I was at the academy with no idea how I got here. Naturally, I assumed we were brought here immediately after we passed out. What if that's not the case? We may have spent weeks or even months in that hospital first, and the gap in our memory would mean we'd be none the wiser. Hey, yeah, that kind of twist happens in killing games all the time. It's possible, though, don't you think? If we accepted Shoma's memories as true, then it's the only explanation. So then, what did they do to us while we were there? Some kind of research, right? Special blood. Maybe it is related to hemoenema after all. I think so too. That's the only thing we all have in common, and... Oh my god, enough already! Karara's shrill voice shattered the contemplative mood that had settled over us. Man, you are so annoying. You interrupted our training for this? To hear this piece of trash talk about his ridiculous fantasies? Who the hell cares about any of that? But this could be an important clue. We might be able to find out more about Hemo Anima. But Shoma didn't remember any important details. If we can't use this information, what's the point in worrying about it? Why even lending his ravings any credence in the first place? It's obviously nothing but a bunch of lame-brained hogwash. Bro, I want you to take one look at Nozomi panicking as she gets this information and actually say that.
Huh.
Consider this. Would understanding Hemo Anima give us... Would understanding Hemo Anima better give us any practical advantages against the invaders? It very well could, yes, actually. Is that a crazy take? That if you know how to use if you understand Hemo Anima, you can use it better? We understand it well enough to use it. Should we not just concentrate on defending the school? This is not the time to get sidetracked and waste our energy on unimportant details. Unimportant? We're never going to learn the whole truth of what's going on here. We've made our peace with that. Now that we've been given this mission, we have no choice but to do it. There's no other option. So how about you all shut up and start pulling your weight like the rest of us? Nigo didn't tell us everything, but he did at least explain why he couldn't. A lot of the details about the war are just too important. If he told us and they were somehow leaked to the enemy, it would ruin everything. Even if being kept in the dark is frustrating, we've accepted that it's for the greater good. We've decided to give our all to win this war and worry about the details later. In other words, we have the capacity to show perspective and determination. Are those completely alien concepts to you maggots? Dude, I'm like starting to really think Nozomi is like... she is very, very involved, like clearly. I'm wondering if she even knows a lot about the nature of the war itself, and that's why she's going along with the like, yes, and we fought anyways, and I am the one who encouraged them, by the way. Right? We'll worry about the details later. Let's not worry about the details here, guys. You know, like... I mean, look at you, coming up with weird stories and theories about stuff that does not matter. You've been given a mission. Why can't you just do it? Well, you little cockroach, I'm talking to you. Huh? First you refuse to fight, then you muddy waters further with this nonsense. I'm getting tired of it. Just looking at you makes me want to vomit. I'm sorry. I never meant to cause all this trouble. You're probably right. It's all just a fantasy. My brain's always been about as powerful as Pond's scum, and now it's finally breaking down and making me lose touch with reality. My sincere apologies for all the trouble I've caused. I won't do it again. I won't say another word. I'll just spend the rest of the 100 days in the corner, sending out as little as possible. I'll start right now. Shoma began backing away, but Karara stepped in to block his path. That self-deprecating act isn't going to cut it this time. You need to be made an example of. Oh, hell no. Well, what are you talking about, Karara? Don't try to stop me, Nozomi. This bug needs squishing, and I'm the one who's going to do it. This so-called defense unit is full of wishy-washy, work-shy nitwits, and he's the worst out of all of them. His very existence is an insult to everything we stand for. I've had enough of it. What's happened to her? Karara's always been mean, but she's totally blowing her stack now. If you really want to make up for what you've done, you should just disappear. Huh? But Bro, I'm dead ass. No, we kick Karara out. I'm tired of her. Like, seriously, I'm tired of her. She will not stop causing problems. And I don't mean hiding away in your room either. I want you out of this academy. Do you understand? I don't care where you go, but I don't want you here. Well, the thing about that is... Zip it. No excuses. Just go. Leave, move out, mosey, shuffle off, scram, depart, disappear, get out. Get out, 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 get out. Hey, leave him alone, you... Gaku stepped in and grabbed Karara's shoulder in an attempt to hold her back. None of us were prepared for what happened next.
Get your filthy hands off me!
Nah, she needs jumped. I'm dead serious. Like, she needs to be jumped. Straight up. She needs to be beat up. And maybe she will lose the attitude. Whoa, that was awesome. Combo. Such magnificent boxing technique. Nothing can withstand those fists of fury. She can box? And Ozuzuki receives education and everything we need to enforce our will in society. Political, financial, physical. We can handle any conflict and come out on top. I'm a member of the upper echelons for a reason, P-Brain. My family had sculpted me into an absolute freaking paragon of refinement and excellence. And if any upstart peasants dare to defile my personal space, there will be consequences. Damn it. You'll get yours when the revolution comes. Sorry, man. Wish I could help, but you know how it is. I don't hit girls, no matter how much they deserve it. Stop it, Karara. Please, that's enough. So I'm guessing you didn't have anything else to tell us. Maybe we should get going. Yeah, maybe you should. What a vexing way to start the morning. Let us return to our training, friends. Come, Lady Karara. My wrath must be appeased. I cannot stand her, truly. It's not that I don't appreciate you trying, but I think it's best that we drop this for now. I'll try to convince them, but it's going to take time. Anyway, I'm sorry that it came to this. I really am. Nozomi gave us an unapologetic glance. I read that completely wrong. And went to join her friends. Even after the team from the second campus had left, none of us could settle down. If anything, we only got more heated. I'm sorry, Shoma. I never thought it would blow up like this. No, it's my fault. The other team already doesn't like us, and now I've made it worse by annoying them with my nonsensical stories. I'm so useless, so stupid, so lacking in any kind of social awareness. You'd all have been better off if I'd never been born. Well said. Yeah, I can't stand him either. Brother Dearest, don't agree with him. That tomato lady really went ham on you, huh? She made you look like gutter trash. She hit me. That psycho actually hit me. Even my dad doesn't hit me. I mean, how could he? I've never met the guy. Is that a good thing? Those guys are really pissing me off now. Ain't no way we're ever going to make things work with them. The way I see it, there's only one way to resolve our differences. Start with a K, ends with an Illing game, and it's totally still a genre with untapped potential. Darumi, just give it a rest, okay? I'll be honest, I'm kind of over the whole killing game shtick, right? It was funny at first, but it's not really that funny anymore to me. I don't know. It just kind of butts in every time, like, killing game. It's a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. If I was better at handling human relationships, this never would have happened. The mood here just keeps getting worse and worse. Gloom descended on the cafeteria. We gradually filed out and made our way back to our rooms, our hearts heavier than they had been in a long time. Yeah. Shocker. I'm exhausted already, but there's still plenty of the day left. I should try to make the most of it. The invaders might attack at any time. I've got to be ready for when they do. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, like, I genuinely cannot stand Karara. She is down there with Ima for me. I'm being serious. She is really annoying. Let's see what we can work on in the biolab. Yeah, I definitely want the desperation potion. No doubt about that. Oh, we're running low on materials. Oh, we gotta go explore soon. We're running low on herbs specifically. Real low. They'll probably do a force explore here soon enough, so let's just try to keep getting ranks up for now. I don't really know what to work on. We do need to get the gym rank up, so maybe we'll try to give Takamaru some kind of accessory. I could see him liking the boxing gloves. Oh yeah, he would definitely love the high heels, bro. Maybe not. Bomb collar? And I could also see him liking the helmet or the driving gloves. We'll just... Let's try the tiger helmet, actually. It uses resources that we have more of. The boxing gloves requires 30 herbs, and I'm like, we are already broke on those things. So So let's see if the helmet is the play. I don't know.
Are you sure I can have this?
Okay, seems like we
Hell.
cooked.
You just turned me into mush.
Yeah, we cooked. Not enough to get our fitness rank up, though. So I guess we want to try that again. I guess let's try the driving gloves. I could definitely see this working too. If the helmet worked especially, you know?
Are you?
Yep, same line. There we go. Alright, gym rank 2. That's good. Getting those ranks up. With what free time we have, I'm trying to take
soldiers,
safer
it's
gifts,
time
even
to
if I
hit the
want to get
hay.
social studies up.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
There weren't any enemy attacks today. I'm more worried about the state of things inside the school. Even if becoming one big team is too much to ask, I hope we can at least get by without any more infighting. Yeah, good luck, bro. With Karara and Ima around, that's not happening. Before long, I drifted off into a dreamless sleep. It was a welcome release from all the problems plaguing my mind. Alright. Let's see what happens today.
Up and
What?
out of troops! Time
Working
to
a foot massage?
rise and
What in the world?
shine! Get ready for your 34th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Okay, time to check out the cafeteria. I wonder how everyone's doing today. Surely there haven't been any blow-up arguments yet. Oh my god, no one's there! They all just decided, we're not going anywhere, bro. Hey Takumi, beautiful morning, isn't it? Perfect day for us to start murdering each other, am I right? It's like everything we've worked to build up is about to crash and burn. I'm so hyped. Man. Crashing and burning. Yeah, that's a pretty good description of how it feels right now. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, where is everyone? Sure enough, it's just our old original group here. Not that I'd expect to see the others after what happened yesterday. I think it was a good idea to smother my rice with ketchup and mayonnaise. It gives such a greasy texture. That sounds abominable. Chocolate-covered bananas and fried shrimp make a great combination too. The sweet and spicy flavors are in constant competition. Y'all eat the weirdest foods, I just gotta say. Like, I could maybe get behind, like, one of those two items, Kako, but both of them? At least those two are happy. Gee, it sure is boring around here. I can't believe I haven't woken up with a severed head in my bed yet. I just wasn't made for these peaceful times. Maybe I'll cut my own head off just for something to do. And Darumi's the same as ever. No use waiting around hoping Nozomi will show up. I might as well just eat and get going. I ate a hasty breakfast and headed back to my room, not stopping to talk to anyone longer than I had to. Yeah. As much as this rift between our two groups bothers me, it's also been a while since the last attack. There's bound to be another one soon. I should make sure I'm fully prepared, just in case. Yeah, just keep going with the free time. Maybe we do that optional battle? Like in the VR room? We haven't done one in a while. Where is that? I thought it was on the 3rd floor. Is it not? I don't think I've been in here. Yeah, basically just what it says on the tin, though. Why isn't there a drill-type class weapon? I'd be so envious if someone had that. Tsubasa maintains a school bus in her own downtime, so we can use it anytime we want. Okay. Training room, 2nd floor. Okay. My bad. Yeah. mean, we don't really need to do this here, though. This thing. Oh, we've got 2 that we've missed. Huh? Can you use Hiriko? I mean, I know it's a training battle, so I guess it makes sense. That's kind of interesting. I wouldn't have thought about that.
We better get moving. Yes, leave it to me. Let's try
So
this.
with my attack potion,
I'm ready,
so we
whatever.
can do this.
Here we go. All well and good.
Fantastic.
Yes, leave it to me.
Just what I wanted. And by that I mean I did not want that literally at all.
Let's go!
We could do this. I don't know that we really
I'm
need
taking
to,
the
though.
wheel.
I don't think we accelerate.
I'll protect
You saved me. We better get moving.
We don't have enough attack for that yet. We've got to judge.
Got it. No, I'm ready, whatever.
Not quite there either. But we can do this now, so that's nice. It's unfortunate that we can't hit the big one.
All well and yes, leave it to me. You're in the way. I
With
guess
some
it's my
bleed.
turn.
Clear out some random looks.
Got it. Nice. We better get moving. I'm ready, whatever. We better get
Give him
moving.
an agility potion.
I hope no one minds. Yes, leave it to me.
Executioner again.
You're in the way.
Armor.
I guess it's my
really
turn.
not what I wanted. We can hit both of those. That's kind of nice.
All well and good. We better get moving.
My turn.
And clear those out, and then she can walk up and start one-tapping the open looks.
Now then, to business. How's this? Broken so soon? Let me at him!
We can clear this out with just 2 shots. And get 2 actions back.
Let me handle it. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. I'm ready, whatever.
We'll do another agility potion.
Let's try this. I guess it's my turn. Allow me to trim down their numbers. Got it. Not yes. Leave it to me.
That could be potentially nice.
Let's go.
It clears out a pretty good amount. I like that. 'Cause we're just clearing out like random trash now, so hitting 5 in one go is definitely something I'll take.
Let's do this!
Takamaru's not really gonna be able to do much. You're not gonna be able to do much.
We better get moving.
I don't know if we can get in a position where this is gonna hit that many enemies. That's 5 right there, actually. Maybe we just go with this again.
You're in the way!
We've got a lot of voltage. Definitely not ending my turn here.
Ready when you are.
Full throttle!
I really cannot say... Oh, you can rotate that attack. Never mind. I take it back. That's a lot.
I'll smoke 'em!
That's a lot cleared out. Bro has some armor now too.
Leave it to me. It's killing game time.
I'm good whenever.
Can't even get far enough back for that to like really do what I would want it to do. Just gonna
I'm taking the wheel.
Lucino Anima and move again.
Keep it coming. Leave it to me. Don't
Do
try to
this.
stop me.
And then we can use some of the walls because there's more over here.
Locked and loaded. Just a quick drop out. I'm good whenever. This should slow them down.
I'm not really as worried about the other side. Like I cleared out most of them over there. Yeah, alright, end turn. Yeah, see, like that. That is
Yes,
really nice.
leave it to me.
And now we're just clearing out trash.
Locked and loaded.
That's a lot cleared out with a basic attack.
How's this? I'm good whenever.
We better get moving.
Alright, let's see if we can... Are there any lineups that'll let us get like another really good amount, or are we just gonna have to like kind of roll with 3 at a time? 3 at a time is really not bad.
Take this. I'm taking the wheel. How's this? Ready when you are.
Oh, he's stunned. I forgot about that.
Yes, leave it to me.
Oh, that is a really good lineup. I totally did that intentionally, guys.
Here we go.
That was so intentional. Yeah, alright. Oh, there we go. This is now an easy win.
Rev it up!
Well, we don't reach. That's
Good to go.
awkward.
I'm ready whenever.
Oh my god, I'm trying to hit Jury. Yeah, I mean, I might have to do it. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Out of the way! Locked and loaded!
I mean, there's always Tsubasa too. She's really good at just cleaning up trash. I'm not gonna
Ready when you
lie.
are.
Oop, did not mean to do that.
Out of the way!
All right, nice. It's more BP. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can see it. I don't know that I expected to ever see that, though. Like, genuinely. Alright, we got that done. Maybe we go work on a rank again this time. What are our ranks looking like again? We're 2 in everything besides social studies, which is a little unfortunate. Because I don't really know how to get good social studies gifts going right now. Maybe I'll just push for rank 3 somewhere else. Like, what is Ato like? Books? Yeah, duh. Alright, so maybe we'll just push for like rank 3 math. Yeah, I could see him liking the history of mankind.
You truly understand me, Takumi.
Yeah, that's a big jump. We'll take that.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I should probably focus on making some of those defensive traps, actually, next time I get the chance. Another day with no fighting, either inside the school or out. Well, we haven't made any real progress either. Everyone's still just as on edge as before. If the invaders do attack when we're like this, will we be able to fight them off? Somehow I don't think so. Nozomi said to give it more time. I hate sitting around doing nothing, though. I guess we should have expected this. Feeling frustrated and powerless, I lay down and allowed myself to fall into a light, fitful sleep. Yeah, you definitely should have expected it. You couldn't even get your own group together, you know? Like, integrating new people is certainly not going to be easy.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 35th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Yeah, we're really moving.
Prepare to spend another day
Over a
enduring
third of
the
the way.
unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
I doubt there's been any new developments, but I should probably head to the cafeteria anyway. Yeah, you never know here, bro. Alright, what's Nozomi gotta say? Oh, Takumi. I'm sorry, I don't have time to talk. I have to go meet Kurara and the others for our morning training. Yeah, I was gonna say, she's gonna obviously dodge. Nozomi left before I could say another word. Oh man, isn't there any way I can make this right? I wonder if she knows more specifically about, like, their prior relationship than anticipated. Right? I don't know. I feel like it's easy to think it's just like, oh, she's just uncomfortable around us because of, like, our initial reaction. But I honestly wouldn't be shocked if, like, genuinely she knows who we are, right? Or, like, something like that, you know? I don't know. Dang, only 2 in the cafeteria again? Alright. Looks like today isn't any better than yesterday. If anything, I'd say our team's starting to fall apart. The others know how to work as a team, I'll give them that. I know I'm not one to talk. I wasn't here yesterday either. I was up late in the workshop and ended up oversleeping. What about Shoma? How's he doing? Has anyone seen him since the, incident? So far as I can tell, he's been holed up in his room the whole time. I figured as much. What's with Ato, though? It looks like there's something on his mind. What's gonna happen if the invaders attack while we're fighting among ourselves? I don't even want to think about it. Hey, Eito, is everything okay? Do you still feel bad about what happened with Shoma and Karara? Well, of course I do, but that's not the only thing that's bothering me. I've been thinking more about what we discussed before, and we need to talk about parallel universes. Nah, I don't think that's crazy, actually. Huh? I've been looking into it in more detail, mostly by reading any relevant information the library has on the subject. The more I learn and the more I think about it, I feel like it's a more plausible explanation than we gave credit for. Nozomi and your childhood friend really could be the same person, just from different universes. You're serious about this? You think Nozomi somehow crossed over from another reality? Actually, no. I don't think it's Nozomi who crossed over. You mean I'm the one who's from another dimension? Not just you, but all of us. Yeah, that's what I was starting to think when they were in the machine. Remember how we lost consciousness after our first fight in the Tokyo residential complex? Yeah, at first I thought it was just Takumi, but that makes a lot more sense. Like, that's what the machine was for. Right before that, I felt strange. It wasn't just exhaustion or a regular dizzy spell. It was more like the world was warping around me. I'd never experienced anything like that before. Yeah, I felt something weird too. Kind of like my body was being dragged away somewhere. Isn't it possible that what we felt then was the sensation of crossing over into an alternate reality? What, we all just fell into another world out of nowhere? That's kind of a stretch. Slow down, guys. I have no idea what either of you are talking about. Where's all this parallel universe stuff coming from? It's just a theory we've been working on. It probably sounds pretty crazy, huh? Not at all. I actually think that too. I just never said anything until now because I thought no one would take me seriously. Huh? Really? I mean, no matter how you look at it, this school and the area around it are way too removed from anything we saw in the TRC. And when Shoma told us about the hospital and the weird machines, I thought maybe that could be the reason why. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what moved us.
What if that's what the weird machines we got put inside were for? What if they're how we were sent from our world to this one?
Those machines sent us here? Yeah, maybe they're teleporters or miniature wormhole generators or something. Stuff like that happens all the time in superhero movies. We could be like just the next world over in the multiverse. But those are just stories. That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. I shut off before I could say it. After all, what even was real anymore? Nothing about us being here was normal. The distinction between fantasy and reality was nowhere near as clear as it used to be. If this is a parallel world, though, that makes getting home even more difficult. We can't do it on our own, that's for sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens when we get to day 100. That's only if our parallel universe theory is correct. We should keep an open mind. I'll see if I can come up with anything else. Thanks. I'll leave it to you then. Them talking about this theory as early as day 35 is making me feel like it's less likely to be the truth. Like, I thought I was onto something, but now they're talking about it so early, I'm like, dude, I feel like it's... No. It's like, they would not be talking about a theory that is, like, mostly correct this early, you know? Okay, but I'm pretty convinced now. Multiverse all the way. Now there's definitely some glaring hole in the, like, thing, in my opinion. Tsubasa was getting weirdly enthusiastic about this. I tried not to say anything to encourage her. After I'd finished breakfast, I went back to my room. Parallel universes. Here we are again. No matter how much I try to dismiss it, the idea keeps coming back. All of us blacking out, the gap in our memories, the strange machines. It all supports that theory, I guess. I feel like that's not the whole story. Or maybe I just don't want to accept that it's true. No, I don't think it's the whole story. Now what should I do for the rest of the day? Gotta be ready for the next attack, whenever that might be. Free time again. Alright, maybe we do the other battle. And then do another gift for Eito. Just keep these going. Oh, we got these things. That's annoying. We got the pumpkins.
Yes, leave it to
an
me.
Attack potion.
I hope no one minds. We better get moving. I'm ready whenever.
So close.
to me.
I'll show you what's up.
Here we go!
Yes, leave it to me.
Wait, didn't I unlock
Let's
the
do
other
this.
abilities on other people?
Let's go.
I thought I did.
Let me at him.
Like, did I not unlock Aku's other
Let's
abilities? Dude, I
go.
really thought I did,
I guess it's my turn.
but I apparently did not.
You're in the way! I'm ready whenever.
That's really not the one I was hoping for there. I was really hoping
well
to
and
get
good.
some
We
attack.
better get moving.
There we go. I should be able to clear this
Here we
area
go.
out somewhat reasonably.
Got it. I'm ready whenever.
It's killing game time!
I don't know that I want to do that, actually. It's just going to give them
Rev it up.
more armor so that I can't one-tap them, right?
We better get
I really
moving.
want to just walk up and Executioner this one, but I don't really think I can. Feasibly, at least. There's no way that I can't get two of them in there somewhere. No, there. Duh.
Allow me to trim down their numbers. All well and good. I guess it's my turn. You're in the way! Got it! Nice! We better get moving.
Alright, we might need an agility
I'm
potion
ready
here.
whenever. Let's try this out. Yes, leave it to me.
Might as well just go here. I don't think we're going to be able to Executioner. So,
Allow me to trim down their numbers. All well and good. I guess it's my turn.
might as well clean that one up.
You're in the way! Got it! Nice! We better get moving.
Armor was really not what I needed there.
I guess it's my
And we
turn.
need to agility potion again.
I hope no one minds. Yes, leave it to me.
Okay, I need to, like, so... Where do we go after we do this one? I don't really like the follow-ups to this, but Executioner here just makes a lot of sense, so...
I'm ready whenever. Allow me to trim down their numbers.
It'd be really nice if I could get a
All well
fatigue
and good.
clear.
I
sure
guess it's
can't.
my turn.
It's fine though, honestly.
You're in the way!
Just do this.
We better get moving.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I'll do this.
Here we go! Got it! Yes, leave it to me.
I think we're gonna
Better
boost
get
him with
moving.
Anima. I wanna
This
heal that
feels
fatigue.
incredible. Yes, leave it to me.
Find a decent jury spot. This will do.
All well and good. I guess it's my
Fatigue
turn.
clear there is pretty nice, actually.
Allow
So
me
let's
to
just
trim
walk over
down
here
their
and do that.
Got
Just
it.
keep farming more
Nice.
actions.
Yes, leave it to me.
clear out some more. Clear out the pumpkin thing.
Oh, Wellen, I guess it's my turn.
Alright. We have now cleared out most of the big things, so we're now mostly just ad clearing, basically.
I'm ready whenever.
But we're gonna move again.
Not bad.
I don't have any agility potions left, right?
I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, I might need to make more of
Leave
those.
it to me.
Those things are really good. Clears out a pretty good amount.
Allow me to trim down their numbers. Got it. Nice. I'm ready whenever.
Alright, yeah. So for now, let's focus on the other side.
I'll show you what's up.
It's not bad. 3 of them.
Hauling ass.
I feel like we can just do better,
Do it to it!
but I don't know that we can, actually, is the thing.
Seriously depressing. I'm good whenever.
That's a decent amount.
Don't try
We'll
to
take
scare
that.
me.
There's another 3 right
Ready
behind
when
us.
you are. Take this.
Alright, I mean, do we really need to do anything over here? I don't really think so. And
I've got this.
No, Takumi cannot get far enough for that. Airblade can hit 3 there. I guess we'll take... Oh wait, it can hit 4 actually, so yeah, we'll take that. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Oh no! Eicho's gonna get hit when he has 6 armor. It's so over. It's never been more over than it is now, guys.
I'm good whenever. Out of the way.
Alright,
I guess it's my turn. Just watch me. Mow him down.
yeah, that was nice. Good stuff, Gaku. And now we just...
Ready
yeah.
whenever.
Alright, cool. That was easy.
Yes, leave it to me.
I think that was everything. Yeah, that was everything. Okay, yeah, that went by pretty well. Alright, get a quick little S rank. Oh, someone's here. Oh, someone's at the door. I wonder what they want. Like, now it's going to be Nozomi. I casually walked over to the door and opened it. Standing on the other side, it was probably the last person I expected to see. Yep. Sorry for disturbing you. Oh no, it's... Suddenly face to face with Nozomi, I completely froze up. She must have picked up on how awkward I was feeling and got straight to business. I need you to come with me. There's an altercation in the cafeteria. An altercation? Oh no, are they fighting again? What's it about this time? I don't know. One minute everything was fine, the next everyone was yelling at each other. It's probably nothing too important, but with how tense things are right now, it got out of hand really fast. I don't think I can stop them on my own. Alright, in that case we better hurry. Thank you, come on. Without another word, Nozomi and I headed to the cafeteria. The moment we opened the door, we were assaulted with a wall of noise. You're all as insolent as you are incompetent. If you were a government official, I'd be rallying you for your immediate impeachment, resignation, and execution. Good thing we're not government officials, then. Your anger is completely justified, Lady Kirara. To heartlessly steal away the fruits of your labor is unforgivable. In the face of such malfeasance, even the holy Jumonji sword trembles with outrage. Yo, too much information, Kyoshika. Keep your shenanigans with your vibrating sword to yourself. Hey, I am on your side. And just so everyone knows, these allegations of vibrating shenanigans are entirely false. Okay, so what is everyone fighting about? Bro, who knows? Aren't you guys overreacting? This isn't that big a deal, is it? I don't know about that, sweetie. Emotional responses are very subjective, you know? That's true. Like, maybe if your whole family got tortured to death, you'd be real cut up about it, but I wouldn't feel a thing. Why's everything gotta be about death and torture with you? If you're trying to shock us, it ain't working. What's up, guys? What's going on? Takumi, I'm sorry. I tried to calm things down, but I couldn't stop them. I hate to admit it, but with my condition, I'm not very good in situations like these. Yeah, get back to your sickbed, invalid. And Takumi, now that you're here, you can make yourself useful. I want you to bear witness. Bear witness to what? I'm gonna expose the criminal hiding in our ranks and mete out sweet, merciless judgment. A criminal? Wait, what do you mean merciless? Look, I don't know what happened here, but I'm sure if we all take a minute to calm down. Oh, I'm perfectly calm. My pulse is at a steady 65 beats per minute. So when I say whoever took my treasure from me will pay, you know it's not just an emotional outburst, it's a promise. In the name of the Osuzukis, I'll have my revenge. Hey, this has nothing to do with me. I don't know nothing about nothing. All this yelling is making me feel nauseous, and I can't do anything to stop them. I feel so pathetic. I'm sorry, Takumi. What a racket. I wish they'd give it a rest already. What should we do? There's gotta be some way we can help. Yeah, boy, the killings are finally gonna get started. What is she so mad about? This is going way too far. I don't hit girls. If Kurara starts going crazy again, I'm not gonna be able to step in. You better ask Kurara what's going on, and maybe we can calm her down. Ask Kurara to explain what's going on. It's best you hear it straight from her. Your anger is completely justified, Lady Kurara. The one responsible for this malfeasance must pay. Can you go back a few steps, maybe? What's all this about a treasure being stolen? Fine. It pains me to relive this tragedy all over again, but I suppose you have a right to know. Somebody here, some wolf in sheep's clothing, ate all the curry I made last night. You're actually lying. Huh? I put my heart and soul into it, taking great pains to get the consistency exactly right. Then I put it in the refrigerator overnight, tucked up tight and safe from danger, or so I thought. Some miscreant gobbled up every last spoonful as if it were just some low-class slop. This is unacceptable. How's flaying sound for an execution method? Once you find the culprit, I'll peel him like a grape. I like it. Let's go with that. You're gonna flay someone alive for eating your curry? You have to understand, Kurara really likes curry. Like, really. You could use a Farade's constant worth of reallys and it wouldn't be enough. And this batch didn't come out of the Ration-O-Matic either. She wanted to make it by hand using her traditional family recipe. Osuzuki curry is a dish that depends on precise heat management. Let it get too hot or too cold and the flavor completely falls apart. You have to supervise it constantly from start to finish, with the same care you use around a newborn babe. Each batch is as precious to me as if it were my own child, and now some low-down thief has taken it away from me. Snatching a child away in the dead of the night, truly a despicable crime. Aren't you always planning on eating this child, though? This is stupid. All this over a little curry? I'm out of here.
Who said you could leave, you pizza-faced cinderblock?
Bro, Kurara has problems. And Gaku is always on the wrong end of them. There's the Galactic Bazooka, and the crowd goes wild! Is that what that attack's called? Damn it, that's the second time you've got the jump on me. Let that be a warning to you. Nobody is allowed to leave until the culprit is found and receives their punishment. But you're not actually going to execute them, are you? Absolutely. It's just a shame they'll be able to come back afterwards. In that case, how about we focus on really making it hurt? It'll make for a better punishment that way. We could, I don't know, chop them into little pieces and serve them up in a new batch of curry. Enough with the gore. You're not impressing anyone. Wait a minute. You were talking about execution pretty casually, but you're not planning on using your Hemo Anima, are you? What else? Enemies of the Osuzuki family deserve the same treatment as the enemies of humanity we've sworn to exterminate. But Kurara, you're really not kidding, are you? You're gonna use your full power on one of us, all over a little curry. Well, don't go thinking we'll take that laying down. We're pretty strong too, you know. Great idea. Let's make it a Hemo Anima Battle Royale. I'll go grab our infusers. Guys, stop it. This isn't right. Right when we were on the verge of descending into an all-out brawl, somebody on the edge of the group raised their hand. Excuse me for interrupting, but it was me. I'm the culprit. I'm sorry. Really, really sorry. Bro did not do it. I don't... Yeah, or maybe he did. I don't know. But I could definitely see him jumping in and taking the blame. Snatching a child away in the dead of the night is a truly despicable crime. Lady Karara's anger must be appeased. I think we just found our secret ingredient for the next batch of curry. Did I hear that right? Did that little cockroach just confess? Please, no. We shouldn't be using Hemoanima on each other. What's Shoma thinking? Has he completely lost his mind? Did Shoma just say what I think he did? Come on, a Hemoanima Battle Royale, let's do it! I'll go grab our infuser so we can start whenever. Is Shoma going to be alright? People around here sure do get passionate about food, but at least it makes for a good show. Shoma, why? I need to keep it together. Why'd she have to hit me? I'm not even the guilty party here. I must have the rottenest luck in the world. Shoma, what did you mean just now? Just what I said. It was me. I ate the curry Karara left in the refrigerator. What? I'm guilty. You can do whatever you want with me. Flay me, slice me up, use your Hemoanima on me. I won't complain. I'm just a burden on this school with absolutely no redeeming features after all. Shoma, are you serious? Of course. Why would I lie? Anyway, you found the culprit now, so you guys can stop fighting. I see. Karara took a series of slow, deliberate steps towards Shoma. How was it? Huh? You ate it, right? How did it taste? Oh, it was delicious. That's all. I might have forgiven you if you'd had something more interesting to say. Alright, let's get on with the flaying. Go ahead. Feel free to turn me into curry, too. At least I can finally be useful by providing nourishment for everyone. But why would you want... Very well. If you're resigned to your fate, there's no use wasting time. My sublime Hemoanima will be the last thing you ever see. Excuse me. Karara, no. Think about what you're saying. Hemoanima was created to protect life, not destroy it. We shouldn't be using it on each other. Alright, Miss Goody Two-Shoes, I get your point. How about we make it a one-on-one mock battle? That's fair, right? A mock battle? The maggot and I will duel each other. No holds barred. He can defend himself or fight back however he wants. You can't accuse me of being unfair or unnecessarily cruel now. It's just a friendly little training exercise between squad members. Beverly, that sounds like a reasonable way to resolve this. But... Step forward, maggot. I want to finish this and get on with my day. But I can't... Shoma doesn't know how to use Hemoanima. It won't be a fair fight. He's a member of the Special Defense Unit, isn't he? If he hasn't taken the time to learn how to fight, it's his own fault. That is actually kind of true. I mean, I guess unless it's not, but I'm assuming it is. Unless you're offering to take his place, heck, why don't you all get in on the action? I'll slice you up and serve you to the invaders with fava beans and a nice Chianti. You and what army? I think it's time you paid for being such a stuck-up jerk. Look at you, breathing heavy with that fiery look in your eyes. You're making me want to jump in and tear things up, too. Back off, pretty boy. You'll have to go through me first. Zounds, you'll not threaten my comrade, sir. I swear on my sword, justice will be done. Looks like both groups are going to wipe each other out after all. Not that I'll get involved either way. Brother dearest, stop making it worse. Please, everyone, I'm sure we can resolve this peacefully. Peace was never an option. All that's left is to allow our destructive impulses free reign. It's happening. It's finally happening. Viva killing. This is bad. At this rate, there will be no holding them back. If we start lashing out at each other, everything will fall apart. Any sense of order we built will collapse into complete madness. No, this war has always been nothing but madness. I'm starting to think we all must be a little crazy too. Between the invaders, our Hemoanima powers, and all the way too convenient technology around here, our sense of what's real or normal has already become completely warped. If we lose our last semblance of sanity now, I don't think we can come back from that. Please, we shouldn't. Bruh.
All of you, knock it off right now!
Zam! I hadn't meant to yell that loud, but at least I had everyone's attention. Now that I'd started, I couldn't stop. The words came spilling out one after another. I know you've all got your issues with each other, but we can't start fighting among ourselves. That would be letting the enemy win. If somebody has to fight to resolve this, let's stick with a one-on-one duel. Just Karara and Shoma. Huh? But Shoma can't fight.
Hey!
I'm not suggesting we throw him in right away. I'd like some time to get him ready, to get him to a point where he can fight. Sir Shoma is the one at fault here. You're in no position to make demands on his behalf. No, that's fine with me. It is? How much time do you want? Teaching Shoma to fight won't be easy. Then again, a time limit could help motivate him. This being such a pressing matter, you shouldn't expect too much. Perhaps 2 or 3 days at most. 8. I'll wait 8 days. Are you sure, Lady Kirara? Even weekly manga series don't make the readers wait that long for the next part of the story. 8 is the Osazuki's lucky number. It never steers us wrong, in business or in life. But that's the maximum, okay? If there's an enemy attack before then, I win by default. No questions asked. Understand? Alright, I can live with that. And another thing, this isn't just between me and Shoma, it's a battle for supremacy among our 2 teams. Oh, it's free then. Let's make it more interesting. Winning side can order the losers to do anything they want, no questions asked. Wait, when you say anything, I mean anything. Those are my terms, take them or leave them. So that's what she was aiming for. If I want the extra time, I've got no choice but to accept. I don't need extra time, I can duel you right now. Your abilities are not that good. You can make a turret. Oh wow. Man, do you want the smoke with Eito? He's literally just going to wipe your team in 1 turn. Just saying. Then it's decided. Kyoshika, they've got 8 days. When's their time limit? Well, today is day 35, so 8 days away is 5, 3, carry the 1, day 43. I was just gonna say that. There's nothing wrong with my math skills. Addition is not my forte. That's all. Oh, my little dung beetles. It looks like your fate will be in my hands very soon. I hope we humble her so hard. I cannot wait to have you beneath my heel where you belong. Kirara stormed away, her piercing, high-pitched laugh echoing down the halls long after she left. Hey, get back here. I didn't agree to any of this. Anything we want, huh? I have so many ideas already. Confound it all. If it weren't for the addition, I'd make a fine mathematician, I assure you. Bro, poor Kyoshika. Yugamu and Kyoshika followed soon after, but Nozomi stayed a little longer. Are you sure about this? She's gonna hold you to that promise. It wasn't a promise. Takumi said that all on his own. It'll never stand up in court. I think it was the right decision, though. It was the only way to stop a fight from breaking out right there and then. That would have been fine with me, of course. Brother dearest, if you can't say anything nice, I'll see what I can do to calm Kirara down. I don't know if it will do any good. Once she fixates onto an idea like this, it's hard to talk her out of it. With one last apologetic look, Nozomi left to join her friends. So we're really doing this? I know we've got 8 days, but still. 8 days max, remember? If the invaders attack before then, we take the L.
Hey!
We gotta get Shoma ready ASAP. That tomato head will be seeing stars before she knows we'll hit her. Sounds like a tall order to me. Do you really think you can beat her, Shoma? Not really, no. Now I'm seeing stars. Whether it's 8 days or 100 days, I'll still be just as useless as ever, bro. It's time for you to lock in. I'm not built for fighting. It must be some kind of defect. It's better if you don't expect anything from me. I'm afraid we don't have much of a choice. Maybe just think about it for today. I won't force you to do anything you don't want to, but you're the only one who can prevent a disaster here, Shoma. Like I said, think about it. Alright, I guess I can do that much. Alright, Shoma, it's time for you to lock in. Like, for real. We decided to leave things at that for today and went back to our rooms. By the time I noticed, it was already dark outside. Alright, that's the end of the day.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I never expected everything to come down to a duel between Shoma and Kirara. If he can win, great. I seriously doubt that's gonna happen, though. And then there's that stuff about having to follow their orders. No, I can't get distracted by what-ifs. That'll only make things worse. Doing my best to shut out those troubling thoughts, I got into bed and forced myself to sleep.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine!
To be honest, we're actually going to end the episode here. I think this is a reasonable place to leave off. And we can just split this episode. Will be like, just, I mean, this episode was all about the rising tensions, right? I mean, literally, I don't know that I need to say anything else, right? There's more to say, of course, but rising tensions is basically the summary of this episode. The groups are not really together. They're just not. And the next episode, it seems like it'll be kind of the culmination of those tensions, with hopefully Shoma beginning to fight. And we're gonna fight against Karara. At least with Shoma. It's gonna be interesting. See if we can get Shoma ready. And if there's an invasion before then, we just lose. So hopefully that doesn't happen. That'd be a boring way to resolve this, if you ask me. But what do I know? So let's talk about this episode. Like I said, this was mostly about the rising tensions. The groups kind of got together. And things did not go well right off the bat, right? The very first day they get together in the cafeteria early in the morning, and they try to talk about this concept of world death, like the second to last Defense Academy group, right? They try to talk about this concept, and I think a combination of like Ima's interruptions and people being kind of impatient, right, and just general attitude really pissed Karara off, and so she just like storms out. They leave, right, without giving any information on what world death actually is, which is unfortunate. We needed that information, right? The next day, they meet again, and I believe it was the next day at least. It might have been a day after. I think it might have been like another day after. I think the next day it might have been Nozomi being like, "Oh, we're gonna do our own thing, right, in the mornings, right?" But at some point, basically, they meet again in the cafeteria, and Shoma talks about this vision. And once again, everyone's writing it off, but I really do believe this vision. They kind of talk about the Kamukura Hospital. And not only was the big thing is Shoma was there because of something special with his blood, and they put him into that machine, he remembered. But it was not just him, it was everyone. Minus Nozomi. Almost certainly minus Nozomi, in my opinion. It's technically possible that Nozomi was like in that group, right? Because there was one pod that was not filled, right? But it was just the one. And I think that was the other person that was missing from their team, because there's all kinds of like, when they're talking about this hospital, she gets really nervous, right? As they're talking about this hospital and the pods, she definitely knows about that hospital. I kind of mentioned this, that I think it's very likely that she's explicitly linked to the Kamukura Hospital, or the Kamukura Hospital. I think it makes sense that she'd be explicitly linked to that. At this point, because we know she has that background, like her family is from hospitals, right? Like they are doctors, right? Her mom in particular, right? Which is interesting. What are the odds that Nozomi is Karawa's mom? Like dead serious. Is there any guarantee that like there's no time shenanigans involved? Is that crazy? That's just kind of a random thought, just something I was wondering about. I don't know. That was just random. Sorry. Anyways, though, it kind of indicates that there's some connection between all of them. And what exactly that connection is, we don't fully know yet. But we kind of talk about it a bit with Eito, and we start to believe that it's parallel universes, like, unironically, and that those pods might have been the medium by which we were transported between the universes, and that might be the connection between everyone, is that something in their blood, right, and maybe allowed this to happen, right, and that's why they were chosen to be humanity's like last defenders, because they're able to, they're just able to. No one else really can. And that kind of makes sense to me. I don't think they're going to give us the real explanation this early in the game, so I don't fully buy it, but it makes sense for the most part, actually. So right now, that theory makes sense to me. I feel like there's going to be a lot more to it, though. What exactly else there's going to be, I don't know, right? I don't know. But I know that Nozomi's involved, right? She knows more than she's letting on. A lot more, if I had to guess. I think there's even a chance that she's kind of involved with some of the events that have happened, like, in the game so far. Like, what if, like, she's somehow the mysterious assailant, right, that burned the food, just as an example, right? Does that really make sense to me? I don't know. But she was out for a while, right? Didn't they mention she wasn't there, right, at first? Like at the second to last Defense Academy, she wasn't there, and because she'd been out and about for a bit. Like, in theory, maybe she could have. Like, maybe that sounds a little ridiculous, but I don't think it's impossible, because, like, if she knows so much, she could be moving things along intentionally, right? I don't know, right? I'm reminded of another Uchikoshi game where there's there's like a kind of a female lead who, like, low-key kind of drives things along a little bit, right? Not quite in the way that I'm suggesting, really, but also kind of, actually, yeah. So never mind. Yeah, actually more so. I'm not gonna say who I'm referring to or which game, but you might kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of reminded of that character, though, when I think of Nozomi. I think she's going to be pretty deeply involved, is the thing, right? Like, even deeper than just the Kamakura Hospital. But yeah, so that was kind of Shoma's vision and the talks of the parallel universes, which are really interesting. I want to see where they're going to go with that. But then even beyond that, there's still a little more, not to do with that, though, and there's another fight over Curry, of all things. Why we have so many characters so deeply obsessed with Curry in visual novels, I don't know. It's a thing in Higurashi, apparently it's a thing in Tsukihime as well. I don't know. It's just a thing in visual novels, I guess. But Shoma took responsibility for stealing that curry. I actually don't think he did it, to be completely honest with you. But, you know, he took the blame, and he's rolling with it. And they're now going to have, like, a duel, right? And I think it's a one-on-one duel. She said something about, like, teams, but I don't think she meant it's going to be a team duel. Like, rather, it's going to affect the teams. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's probably what we're going to see next episode, is kind of that build up, getting Shoma to fight, training him up a bit, and then that one-on-one duel. And that's going to be really interesting. Like I said, this episode was all about the rising tensions. I think next episode is going to be all about, like, kind of resolving them a little bit, right? The tensions reaching their peak, you know, and we'll see what happens, right? I'm very excited to see that. I hope you guys are as well. I'm still really enjoying this game. I hope anyone who is still watching is enjoying this game and this playthrough. I'm not 100% sure when the next episode will come out. I honestly can't imagine it'll be too long, though. But whenever that does come out, I hope to see you guys there. Peace.